press releases, sales, Romeo, and some commentary regarding behind the scenes, what it takes to run a company like this. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Steve Reinharz, CEO of Artificial Intelligence Technology Solutions, trading on the OTC Pink as AITX. This is our weekly update. And I would say, as usual, it was a big week. It was a short trading week as far as the stock goes, but AITX keeps plugging on. So we did 3 press releases this week. The first was pretty significant. Our analytics suite is now in what we're calling version 6, where we've more or less maxed out the hardware capacity of the framework that we use. And of course, those who follow us closely know that we've got new hardware under development from our RAD Group subsidiary, our RAD-G subsidiary. We're making our own boards. The first elements of those boards are included in the new Rosas and Avas, and whatever. So we're on our roadmap. We always have to blend, our final product with product along the way, right? This makes it a little challenging sometimes managing engineers, is that they really only ever want to release the final super finished, perfect product. But we're a commercial entity. So we got to bring like the version 1 and the 1.1 and the 1.2 and the 1.3 and build our market around there. So it's quite a fascinating balance. But anyway, driven by version 6, it has some cool features that I didn't list in the press release, but we'll roll those out, or we'll share those over the next several months. And we shipped Rosa 200. We shipped Rosa 200, which is awesome, right? So that's a big deal. It feels like yesterday when we shipped 100. That was a big number. We were excited about that. Now we're at 200. So that's great. The device ticker count on radsecurity.com. I got a bunch of questions from people saying, hey, is it updated? Is it not updated? It's a number that reflects the implemented number of devices. So we might ship out 30 devices in a given month. For example, you see Rosa 200 shipped. In some cases, it could be 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks before those devices are actually installed and add to the radsecurity.com counter. So just know it's just kind of how the timing works, because I got a lot of questions on that this week. So 200, we saw all those new roses on the wall. I think that brings us up to 206. There's probably more by now, but that's cool. That's great. I love that. And hopefully we blow through that 1,000. The 1,000 shells are still on track to arrive in June. So that's great. Drive down some costs, and working on that for the K right now, which seems to still be on schedule for end of April. Beginning of May, end of April is what it seems to be at this moment. We've got till middle of June. The next press release that we did was ECAMSECURE. I mean, how cool is that? Garda is now the world's 3rd largest guarding company. Allied, of course, is overwhelmingly the biggest, followed by Securitas, followed by ECAM's parent, Garda. So great relationship, getting stronger every day. This is what we do. And I want to use that as a discussion on timing. Everyone gets really excited, with some of the customers that people think we're working with or know we're working with. But there's the timing, there's timing from the first meeting to going through all the risk and review and analysis and the things that big customers require. Actually, this morning, I hope we just finished for another Fortune 10 company, but it's been months in process. It just takes long. And, as I was preparing for this morning's weekly video, I was thinking to myself, I wanted to share that, from the investor side, from the retail investor side, we can have a lot of excitement and hype, and trust me, I love it. I love it. It's fuel for me and it's fuel for our company. And the retail investor community is truly near and dear to my heart. I make decisions every day in favor of retail, and I hope everybody really understands that and accepts that. And I try to be transparent about it. But it's a big, big, big deal. You're a big, big, big part of this company. I think more so than any other OTC that I've ever had any experience with. So I thank everybody very, very much. But I also want everybody to understand, from the moment we make a contact, from the moment a customer has interest, like I've said, the sales process could be 6 to 12 months. And when you're dealing with dealers, you might tack on another 6 to 12 months on top of that, because you got to sell the C level, get the signatures on the dealer contract. Then you got to go through director level, and then eventually you got to get down to the line level. And it takes wins and advances along the way. Just because the president or the CEO of a company says, "Hey, we're a rad dealer now," it doesn't mean that the whole organization is going to automatically fall into lockstep with that and execute. These are companies that have been around 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years, and they've refined their system of business in their core competency areas. So it takes a little bit of time. And, I'm not trying to temper any expectations. I'm just trying to explain the process. Because at the end of the day, it's actually positive. Might take a little bit more time. But the more embedded and entrenched and familiar our dealers and clients get with us, the more comfortable they feel. The more they'll buy. And from a defensive position, the much less likely they are to ever leave if anybody comes up with another mousetrap that compares with ours. So we go through it, we grind our way through it. There are very, very, very few companies relative to the total number of companies that build their own firmware, hardware, software, mobileware, deliver it, install it, service it. Very, very, very few companies. So it poses some challenges for us, One of the challenges is the information that we get, because we'll get information, really early on in a cycle of a cool new product. And then, it'll take some time to kind of finish it and start talking about it and build some momentum, And Rad Light My Way is a perfect example of this, I think I did the first demonstration for retail investors in October at our October 13th event. And now, there'll be a press release on it soon, but our first customer should be coming on board soon. And obviously we won some awards last year and this year, and it just takes time. But, the point is that for us, for what we're doing, for the industries that I see us transforming today, plus hopefully other industries as we grow through security and facilities industry, the rewards that I see are tremendous. And they justify the sacrifices, the grind, everything that we do for two reasons. Number one, bear with me, folks, humanity, all right? We need the robots. There's nobody coming to do these jobs. We need the robots. Otherwise, we're going to have some interesting societal challenges. So that's number one. I feel that what we're doing is important to humanity, or at least Western society, where we have labor challenges, to say the least. So that's number one. That's rewarding for me. And number two, of course, there's material benefit. At the end of this, if we can manage this process properly, if we can grow this properly, then, I'm expecting us to be, a very big and significant player in kind of this fourth industrial revolution. So these are the things that I sometimes have to balance and that I think about, and I'm happy to share with you. I don't know, guys, I hope that I shared some good information. Monday morning, we are going to release the final Red Hawk Romeo video. and I saw it last night, and it is stunning. I know we've got a huge week set up. I think I'm back in Detroit filming an advertisement, a TV advertisement at the end of the week, which is so fun. We have a couple big client things happening as well. All right, everybody, hope you have a great weekend. Good to see you. Thank you for your support. Talk to you soon.